Today we're going to talk about the installation of the ExtremeLine AC. What I have here is a 3-foot piece of the ExtremeLine AC. I'll discuss a little bit of the mounting and then show you the actual connections, where the connections are and how you can make the connections on the fixture. The installation from a mounting standpoint, the fixture comes with 2 brackets. The actual dimensions and the spacing of the brackets are on the catalog or on the website, so you can get those dimensions read from the website. There's a high degree of rotation on the brackets. You get at least 160 degrees of rotation, so you can mount it in multiple positions. You can mount it with the bracket facing this way, or you can turn it 180 degrees and the bracket will face this way. So if you want to get closer to the wall, you can move that bracket, turn it around. The electrical connections on the AC fixture are made in this J box that's attached to the fixture. I'm going to go ahead and open that, show you what it looks like, show you how to make the connections. A Phillips screwdriver is what's needed to take the 4 screws off the plate. This fixture is also a wet location rated fixture, and we provide Hakko connections to connect these fixtures from one to the other. The customer needs to provide the wiring from fixture to fixture, so you need a wet location rated cable. Depending on the distance would determine the gauge of the wire, and there's a table that's supplied on the website that can tell you what gauge you need depending on how far you want to go and the load that you need, or the load that you will have. Okay, we take the plate off, and inside the fixture you'll see 3 wires. There's a black, white, and a green and yellow ground wire. Now the ground wire has a screw connection in there to make a contact, so you'd have to take that connection off and put your ground wire, screw it back on. So the connections are made inside the fixture once you bring them in through the Hakko connectors. So the Hakko connectors, you just screw off, and the wire fits inside the inner piece, the inner plastic piece. You feed the wire through. So when you put your cable in, you want to put the Hakko over the cable, feed the cable in. Make sure you have enough in there to tie off to connect to the existing wire, and then screw it back on. And as you tighten it, you'll form a wet location seal on the cable. When you go from one fixture, you do the same thing on the other side, go to the next fixture. You put your AC to the black, white, and ground the cable with some wire nuts, push it down, and just put the cover back on. You want to make sure that gasket is in place correctly. There's a groove you'll see that's around the top of the box here. You want to make sure that gasket fits in that groove to maintain the seal. Once the gasket's in there, put the cover on, and you're good to go.